Hey guys, it's Mr. Byrne. Today we're going to talk about multiplying fractions. Now I know that some of you guys probably remember tricks on how to multiply fractions. You might remember how to do it, but I'm going to show you today like what it really means to multiply a fraction. So I'm going to use pictures. I prefer to use pictures when I do it. Let's start with the first question you did today. It says Dr. McCann had 1/2 of a pan of brownies left over, and he ate 1/4 of what was remaining. So we need to figure out what is 1/4 of 1/2. Now some of you guys might be able to picture that in your head. Some of you might be able to write it down and do it a different way. But I'm going to show you in pictures what that means. So here's his pan of brownies right here. He's got, he split them in half, right? Because half of them are already gone. So this side's got, it's got little crumbs in there. That's all that's left. The other half's got some brownies. I'm going to color that in brown. Okay. But then he eats 1/4 of it. So what I'm going to do on this side is make this into fourths. So I'll cut it in half, and then I'll cut those in half. So now we have fourths. Okay. So now I have my two different squares. And I'm going to color in, how many fourths did it say? It said 1/4. Okay, so 1/2 and 1/4. And now I have my two separate fractions here. 1/4, 1/2. All right. What essentially we're doing is we're just going to compare those two together and see what has both colors in it. So I got brown for the brownies here, and I got purple over on this side. If I overlay these two squares, you can kind of see right through there what pieces are overlapping. So I can see just brown, just brown, just brown, just purple over here, but this square right down here in the bottom has both purple and brown. So now the question is, what is that? How many pieces is that? So if there are, how many pieces altogether? I count one little piece there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces altogether. So we know that that's the bottom of my fraction, right? So there's 8 pieces altogether. And how many pieces are shaded in with both of the colors altogether? Just one. So 1/2 of 1/4 is 1/8. And again, some of you guys might have known that already. 1/4 of 1/2 is 1/8. All right? So let's do another one real quick. Let me use another piece of my see-through paper here. Let's do something like this. Let's do some thirds, and we'll do some fourths over here. That'll make it a little bit harder. All right. So we got, let's do 2/3 times 1/4 and see what we get there. So there's my fourth. So we're doing 2/3 times 1/4. I'm going to overlay those again. You could draw a new shape if you wanted to, if you didn't have see-through paper. I could go down here and draw and say, okay, well, how many squares do I have all together? What's overlapping? But we can look at this here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces all together now. So 2/3 times 1/4. So I have how many pieces all together? 12. And how many pieces have both colors in them? I see this one, and I see this one right here. So I have 1, 2 out of 12. 2 pieces out of the 12 as a whole. And yes, there are other ways to do it, but right now I'm just showing you how to do fraction multiplication with these pictures. So it's a really good strategy to start using. We're going to ask you to do that a little bit later in this assignment, maybe a little bit tomorrow. So good luck, and let your teacher know if you have any questions.